stadium. Buzzing kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
There he goes. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Richmond. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. Wants to throw again. He's going for it all. Catch and stride inside the 15. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off a defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Wide receiver going in motion. off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires the pass, intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Trying play action. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
So now it's 2nd and long. The give is to Williams. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Looking left. He's got it, and he'll take it in for the touchdown.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field, and you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Avery.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got his man on the right. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Richmond. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
First down for the offense.
Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Richmond.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. They'll run play action. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Just inside the 35, first and 10 from the 34. They just keep firing. Grab near the marker. It's Heath. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. The give to the tailback. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. From the gun, the ground game. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Slams ahead. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
It's now second and goal.
See if they can get it done on second and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Trying to bully their way in. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Huge play in the red zone. Third and goal coming up. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he'll take it in for a touchdown.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner will be dragged down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Firing to the right, complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. Wants to go up top. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. A strike downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Parks. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. And he crushes it right through the uprights. It's good from 59.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Let's see what he can do with the return. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Huntsville. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to our team at Elliott T. Bowers Stadium.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. going right to work up top. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Now they'll run the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Richmond. And he won't quite get there. But, boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Pass the sticks, and he may get more.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Heath. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And now this offense will take the field again. Motion from the back. Off play action on first down. Floats it out in space. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. The play action fake. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. And this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Parks. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Grab behind the line. It's Parks. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
It'll be 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Finds him out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Offense is stopped. Will be returned.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Catch in the middle, it's Moore. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. The field goal is no good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Out of the gun to give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Finds his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab on the left. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Picks up 9.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Leaves it with the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Makes the grab. It's Parks. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
At the 32-yard line. And that's a first down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Gain of 4.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
They're going to run it. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
At the 20-yard line. Now set up in the red zone.
Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Catch in the middle. It's Avery. And that is how we will wrap this one up.